Slays, which also conveniently activate it. Could get more foragers with it. Good to go. All right, great. Oh yes, I guess ports make me want Falconer a little less than usual. I don't know why that would necessarily be the case. Oh, but rather want plus buys. Huh. Yeah, Paddock definitely does look quite nice here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Port certainly isn't the thing you want to buy Falconer for. But yeah, I definitely agree that Paddock is a very nice card here. So Akuchi actually going to go Messenger for Forager. That seems. I mean, it seems okay. I don't know that it's. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Seems fine. I mean, the thing you'd really like is to be player 2 and have a 3/4 and then get to go Messenger, but outside of that, Messenger looks like okay, but not amazing. I don't know. It seems fine. I don't know that it's any better than just going like Silver Forager or something. Oh, so yeah, I guess since the recording just started, anybody watching on YouTube wouldn't have heard my initial comments. So this is the championship match for the second place bracket of Friendly Mix. It's Akuchi versus Searing Spear 92, and Aku gets to go first in this game, I guess because he did better in the group stage and got a higher seed. I'd want a silver here. Yeah, I would definitely buy a silver on turn 2 for both of them. They already have 2 foragers, so you don't really need more trashing. You can also get like a Slay or something, but then you're probably going to be pretty sad if that collides with your Messenger. Aku actually going for the encampment. Okay. I mean, it's basically just a horse. Yeah, I think I prefer... I mean, the encampment isn't crazy, but I would prefer the silver as well. Yeah, I mean, you do have a 15-card or a 14-card deck. And even if they collide with like 3 coppers, then you're pretty happy to just put a Paddock on top. But yeah, I think the encampment isn't crazy, but I do agree that the silver is what I'd be going for. Okay, and that's what... Oh my god, that's... yeah, that's an amazing draw for Searing Spear. So yeah, I would definitely just trash a copper. And yeah, discard the deck and then top deck a Paddock all day. Yeah, that looks amazing. It's kind of the nice thing about opening Messenger is if you like see it on turn 3 and then hit 5, like you're very happy. So yeah, I think Paddocks are going to be good here. I think the encampment stuff is going to be pretty relevant as well. Like I said, I think Falconer is probably relevant, but I don't think it's something you're gonna go for. I mean, I think you're gonna go more for Paddock than you're gonna go for Falconer. Okay, so Searing Spear actually takes the Falconer right away. Wandering Winter, not really so sure about encampments. I don't know. I mean, it's an extra source of draw. Something you can buy for cheap. Yeah, I mean, I don't think like skipping encampment's gonna like kill you here. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I guess maybe your argument, or like Wandering Winter's argument, might be that like you just don't want to take gold over Paddock ever. Yeah. I could maybe see that. I mean, I guess if you think that, like, okay, Paddock is just better draw and Port's a better village, I can see that. I can see that argument being made. I mean, I don't think it's a huge deal in either direction. Like, I don't think going for encampment or skipping encampment is going to kill you. But okay, so Aku takes Paddock as his first 5, which I definitely like. Yeah, I don't. This Falconer is looking kind of silly in this, at least in this specific hand for Searing Spear. Who has the ports? Oh, it was actually Aku who got the ports. Yeah. I feel like the thing with this early Falconer is like, it's just not great when you play it terminally. You could buy a Farmer's. I mean, I think if I was going to go that route, I would rather buy like Slay Encampment. The idea there being to trigger the Falconer reaction. Yeah, Slay Encampment. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense for Searing Spear. And then what do you take here? Could be another encampment. Could be probably just another encampment. It could be, sad port. Ugh. I don't know. Yeah. It does go for the single port. Okay. This could be more ports for Aku. Could be, 2 encampments. That's also an option. Okay. Searing Spear hits 5 again here. I would definitely be taking Paddock now. We'll see where he goes with this. Messenger encampment. I mean, it is kind of cute because, you get the encampment and your opponent doesn't, but I certainly don't think it's good. But yeah, it takes the Paddock, which I definitely like. So Aku has 6 here. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, it's cute, so like you kind of want to do the cute thing even if it isn't actually good. I would think another Paddock is good here for Aku. Although he did just buy a lot of encampments, so I guess gold makes some sense too. I feel like gold would probably be consistent with buying 2 encampments last turn. Yeah. Yeah, I think gold makes some sense here. At least, given the Royal Carriage. Yeah, I mean, you could get Royal Carriage. But I don't know. I feel like Royal Carriage just seems like worse than Paddock. I mean, you have like... Aku has like 2 villages in his deck, so I don't think colliding... and also like the encampments, so I'm not too worried about colliding the Paddocks, and I think Paddock is kind of just the best carriage target anyway, so... but I think Aku is probably in pretty good shape at this point. I also just noticed, I wonder if Searing Spear... Or, oh no, it was Aku who actually opened encampment over silver when I think we were advocating silver. I was wondering if Bandit Fort actually played into that decision. I generally think that whether you're going to open silver or not is a decision that should be basically entirely independent of I mean, it's probably going to end up in the trash anyway. But even in games where it doesn't, like, the decision of do I open silver, don't you should not care about Bandit Fort at all there. It's just it's so long before that matters, and often you can just trash the silver anyway, so just pretend it's not there is my advice. I don't like that. Buying encampment on 5. I would have wanted another Paddock there, most likely, for Searing Spear. Yeah, because I don't know. I feel like this other buy is really not so exciting. Yeah, just like a sleigh. I mean, I guess the sleighs are pretty good cards. You have like a decent amount of village support going. Okay, so Aku is gonna risk burning these encampments. Okay, the second one does find a gold, which is nice for Aku. Be interesting to see what Aku buys here. I think you flip here. I'm not sure exactly what's down there. Interesting. Aku might actually be justified in doing messenger in can. Yeah, I would think a free messenger is better than nothing. I mean, you only. Well, I guess you have some. You do have some plus buy in the foragers, but I think a free messenger seems better than nothing. You have a lot of villages, so I mean, it's possible that Aku just didn't see that play. Generally, the idea is if there's like only one of a card left in a pile, you can messenger for it, and then you get it and your opponent doesn't. So it's just basically like buying the thing, except you also get a messenger for free. Yeah, I do think that I would prefer to go heavier on Paddock here than the players are going. So Searing Spear here could actually play Paddock and then use the Slay reaction to draw on. I think that would probably be good. I mean, you're not like with this line. I assume he's just not playing the Slay, and if you're not going to play it, I feel like you might as well use the reaction. You can use the reaction for top decking. Yeah, I mean, personally, like, I mean, I'm not tracking their decks well enough to know what those three cards were. There definitely are some. Like, if I knew them, it's possible that I would not want to play on. So nice draw here for Aku. Aku could do the same thing, but he does have more. He does have more free actions, so you could play the Slay for horses as well. But he's choosing to play on. It does kind of make sense. You want to get around to more of your plus buy. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely a nice turn for Aku. What would I want here? More Paddocks. Yeah, I'm definitely looking at more Paddocks. I could see something like maybe like Paddock Royal Carriage 2 Slays. Maybe that's too many terminals. Oh, I think it's fine. Yeah, I think Paddock Royal Carriage 2 Slays makes a lot of sense here. Or maybe 2 Royal Carriages? Not really sure. 1 more Plunder? You could. Yeah, I mean, it's... Could help you with, like, just keeping... Isn't Royal Carriage... Yeah, I mean, that's basically the idea. Could also... Yeah, you could also call it Encampment for draw. I guess that, yeah, there's some argument that, like, Royal Carriage is just better than Paddock. Because as long as you find your Paddock, which at this point you're pretty likely to, then you're going to call it on that. And it also maybe helps you draw if you can call it on Encampment or something. So Aku taking another Plunder. I think that Plunder, like, it helps you not have to return your encampments, but other than that, it's like, it just seems so much worse than Paddock. I don't know. I'm a pretty big Plunder hater. Paddock Royal Carriage line, yeah. I don't know. I think Eh, yeah, I mean, I guess like the argument for taking Paddock over Royal Carriage is just that you can, especially if you're going to buy two slays, is that if you draw the Paddock with the sleigh, you can use the reaction to continue your turn. Oh, so Topher actually says he hates the. Okay. No, I mean I don't know. I think encampment, like the pile, is like pretty strong overall. Because like Lost City for like Lost City for 2 is like an insanely strong effect. Which obviously it's worse than that, but like I think on most boards, just like adding like buying a few golds is not. I mean, like it's usually suboptimal, just like in the abstract, like buying golds, but it's not like bad enough to like outweigh the benefit of getting Lost Cities for 2, basically. Yeah, I don't know. I think Wandering Winders case for like it not being super good here. I think I'm convinced of that. Like I think you have like a strong village in port, and you have strong draw in Paddock, and especially like also like Royal Carriage helps out Paddock a lot. So I think I agree with. I've come around to the idea of not playing with encampments with the intention of keeping them, or just like skipping gold / plunder. Basically, is the best way to put it. I mean, maybe there's a universe in which you buy plunder if like your opponent is going all in on that stuff and has like 5 encampments, and you have like way too much draw already because of your Paddocks. So Searing Spear takes a plunder. So yeah, I'm assuming we can actually play the Paddock and use the Slay reaction twice. Get 2 horses in hand. That's pretty nice. Wait. Aku actually only used 1 Slay reaction, huh? I don't like that. So Aku gonna take encampment, which makes a lot of sense, and then either Royal Carriage or Paddock for sure for me. Yeah, that plunder. I mean, based on where he was at in the shuffle, that plunder makes no sense to me at all because he's got the gold down there. So you're not going to have to return any encampments the next turn. Taking the hand. Yeah, like he only used 1. Aku only used 1 of the slays as the reaction. I would have for sure taken both of those horses to hand. Wait. Oh, we actually top decked the horse. I don't like that. It just seems like overly conservative. Like, yeah, like I don't know. I would want to just roll the dice and try to. It's not even like that much of a dice roll. If you take 2 horses to your hand, yeah, you seem like pretty likely to just draw your deck. And like I said, I really hated that plunder from Aku because like to me, it's like the reason you buy plunders or golds for that matter is like because you don't want to return your encampments. And like when you know already I have a gold remaining in my shuffle, then that plunder just doesn't actually accomplish anything. It's just like a bad Paddock, right? So yeah, I think I definitely like the idea of just going like really heavy on Paddocks and not really worrying too much about the encampment stuff. I think that I think I definitely prefer that to what they're doing. But okay, so Aku's turn is actually going to stop here. Do not play Paddock. Oh yeah, that does look like a pretty. Yeah, that seems like a mistake. Yeah, the thing Wandering Winders pointing out is Aku was triggering a shuffle there mid-turn, and he could have played Paddock first to put 2 horses into the shuffle, which is generally something you want to do. Generally, the only reasons not to do that is if you think you already have like so much draw in that shuffle that you'd rather just like put them in your discard at the end of the turn, and not like burn more horses than you have to. So Aku takes another Paddock and a Sleigh, which I definitely like. And he also takes a Falconer, which I think I'd rather have like a Carriage or a Paddock. Probably a Carriage at this point. Really surprised. Yeah, I think they should have some Royal Carriages by now. Yeah, I mean, I probably still expect it to see some play. But, okay, here for Searing Spear. Probably looking like, yeah, you play the Paddock. You take both of the horses to hand, I think, because that way you can draw both of your sleighs back up. Yeah, it seems good. Aku's deck. Pile next turn. I don't think so, but if Searing Spear lowers here, then there's probably a bit of a threat. So, like, okay, you're looking at, like, 4 sleighs, 5. Oh, Rat's Pile. Well, Aku only has 1 Falconer and no Carriage, so... okay, so J-Nails is counting 21 money in Aku's deck. So... Yeah. It's like, what does the pile out cost? It costs 21. Oh, yeah. It is 21. It's 21 and how many buys? 8 buys. 21 and 8 buys. Yeah. I don't think Aku has that many buys, at least. I also don't think he has that much money. So, yeah, I think if Searing Spear doesn't lower Foragers or Sleighs, I don't think Aku is going to be able to win. 23? I think you're forgetting about Messenger for Foragers, Wandering Winder. Huh. 21. Falconer for Forager. Yeah, that's true. Huh? Wait, so... Oh, yeah, so Searing Spear only used one of the Slayer reactions, which I don't like, because if you use them both, you could draw up both of the Slays and you end up with one more horse in your deck than otherwise you'd have. How much draw is there? Yeah, not entirely clear Aku can actually draw his deck. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I think, like, as far as, like, the new cards go, like, yeah, I think Paddock is, like, really, really good. I think that was a card people were sleeping on pretty early. Like, everybody was, like, going nuts over Livery, and we ranked it first in our hot takes, but people were also, like, really down on Slay. I think Slay might have even been the last card in our hot takes, which is, like, crazy. I mean, at least, especially now that we know how terrible Gatekeeper is. But yeah, Slay is, like, I mean, it's not like a great card, but it's definitely, like, pretty decent. Like, it has it's just, like, a lot of utility, I think. You don't believe Aku can draw? Yeah, he probably can't, honestly. Let's see how many horses he has. So, wait, what? Okay. Log says Aku has 6 horses in his deck. Yeah. Yeah, Log says 6 horses. 2 encampments. Oh, that's probably a better way of counting. I was searching for all the times he gained horses and all the times he played horses. So Searing Spear is going to trash the silver, also trash the forager. Okay. Ugh. So it will be interesting to see. What Searing Spear takes here. Actually takes a messenger, huh? Rat's autopile. Yeah, it doesn't seem too likely. I mean, if I would want to have like as Searing Spear, you can probably take like a carriage or something to like sort of threaten it, but in general, it seems pretty telegraphed, and especially when like a non-trivial amount of your money is coming from treasure. Yeah, I don't. I mean, it's the kind of thing that like maybe if your opponent like forgets about it and misplays, then it can happen. But I don't think it's like a real threat here. Like with correct play, I don't think the game should ever actually end that way. Maybe I don't know. Maybe if they were playing more the way I was advocating for, where like, or like I and like a lot of the people in chat were advocating for, of like going more for paddocks and like not really going so heavy for encampment, then maybe more of your money's coming from paddock, and in that case, maybe the Rat's autopile is more relevant. But when we have all these treasures, it seems not as good. Can do it with 1 sleigh. I don't know what you mean by that, puzzle box. Oh, 1 rats. Well, you're going to be forced. Yeah, you're going to be forced to trash the sleigh, right? Wait, are you? Oh, the gaining happens before the. Oh, that actually does work. Okay, that's actually pretty funny. I like it. Wait, that right? Because every time you draw the slack head, that's an interesting thing. I'll keep that in my mental toolbox of funny things. Does that win now? I doubt it, right? Because Aku would still need to score, right? You could get like 4 buys. Yeah, like you could. Wait, can you win? Wait. Because like, let's say you trash. So okay, let's say Aku trashes gold and plunder with forager. Then he has 9 money. Oh, actually, I think it does win because you have 9 money and then 15 money and 4 buys. So you messenger sleighs, you buy 2 sleighs, 15 money. So you could buy a Dutch. Oh, I think you're 1. No. This does not win. Because even a province would be a tie loss. Oh. Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, right. That does score. So if you could get, so I think Aku's actually 1 short here, which is really funny. But I think Aku's position is strong. In any case, I don't think Aku really needs to win here. Can anyone else confirm that count? I was counting that Aku was 1 short of a win. But maybe I'm off. So yeah, you can just take like double province carriage here as Aku. Can play both foragers. Oh, that's really okay. So I think that actually did win. Oh my god, that's really clever. I like it. Yeah. No. I was not. Well, if you're going for the line we were discussing, you would actually have to gain a rats with Falconer. Yeah. So yeah, I think Aku actually had a win there, which yeah, that's damn, that's really clever. Oh, Janiel's suggesting that maybe I don't know. I felt like you were short buys if you tried to do something else. Because like you would have had what, 3 buys from the foragers, 2 from the messengers, so you'd be on like 6 buys, which is enough to pile, but you also needed to buy a victory card. So I don't think there was a win on like forager slay. Yeah, I think that was 1 buy short. But yeah, oh man, that other line. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna post that in puzzle. I might even do it like right after this game. Take a little intermission and commentary. Shouldn't take too long. But yeah, as I was saying, I think Aku is Aku's in pretty good shape here. I think. I don't know. I felt like, yeah, I mean, Searing Spear, was player 2, but then, he had that really amazing draw on turn 3. But I think the fact Searing Spear took Falconer over Paddock as the first 5, I think that seemed like a pretty big mistake to me, especially like at that point in the game when, you don't really have a whole lot of villages in the deck. By getting farmers market. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, you're gonna have to play it 3 times before it compares favorably to Messenger. So I don't know. It seems pretty bad. So Aku's probably the easiest way for Aku to win at this point is just by hitting 24. Which doesn't seem too hard. Right? If he can't do that, then I think he's probably in a pretty rough position, actually. I would have played a horse there before the encampment, so just in case I had to think about carriaging the encampment. Although that's pretty unlikely to be necessary. But maybe, I don't know. It would be pretty funny if... I mean, I don't think this is relevant on this board, but I saw one board where the actions from Paddock were actually like a board with Paddock and encampment where the actions from Paddock were like really something your deck relied on, where it could actually be like a pretty reasonable play to like voluntarily return an encampment to nerf your opponent's Paddocks. I mean, I don't think that's relevant here at all because I don't think the Paddocks being terminal is really that bad. But I do remember there was one board posted where that seemed like it would be relevant. Okay, so foragers give 3. So Aku has 6 from plunders, another 6 from paddocks. So yeah, this easily hits. Yeah, this is easily getting there, right? Because you play all your paddocks, all your messengers, both your foragers, then you're already at 20. Wait. That's already 22. And then you just falconer for whatever, a silver, a forager, farmer's market, messenger, just about anything. Yeah. I don't know what the most style. I think the most style points might be farmer's market, just because it's only worth 2 since your opponent got 1, you know? But probably best not to dwell too long on how to maximize style points. Probably better to just take your W and move on to game 2. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna queue up this win that we thought we saw as soon as this game's over. And yeah, I can't imagine Aku missing this. I mean, it's literally just counting up to 24 money. Oh, you even have the carriage, so you can even hit like, yeah, you can hit like 28 or something, I think. Maybe even more. Yeah, if you're trashing the plunder, I think maybe like 29 or something. Not really sure exactly, but it's easily hitting 24. Enough money. Yeah, you could also pile out if you wanted to. It's also an option. But, I mean, 3 provinces is less clicking, so I guess you do that. Alright, so let's see if we... Alright, hopefully I don't miss too much of game 2. But this is very important stuff right here. Alright. Just make sure we weren't deluding ourselves, and then if we were indeed not, we can post this gem to the Discord. Okay, where do we go? Alright, so we have... What's our discard? Like 1,000,000 horses? Okay. Okay, so discard is sleigh and horse. And then... Alright. I will be back in just a minute as soon as I do this. Okay. So we're going to do it like this. And then we're going to trash this gold. Or wait, no. That was not the way to do it. The move was to trash with the rats first. And then we trash the plunder. Do this. And then I guess we'll play a paddock. Because why not? And... Okay. We gotta, make sure we're actually playing this messenger. Do hand. Okay. I guess I probably shouldn't play out this entire sequence. But yeah, then you can get province. Okay, yeah, this is beautiful. Great. Yeah, that's definitely the best puzzle I've seen in quite a while. I wish this wasn't so heavily spectated because then I could save it for my super secret puzzles folder for use in a future tournament. Or I don't know if tournament's the right word, maybe like event or something. Basically, a bunch of people are going to have like a few hours to solve a bunch of puzzles, and it's going to be beautiful. Okay, so let's just post this real quick. And yeah, how much of this game did I miss? Just like a few turns. Okay. Cool. All right, so this game. So there's Masquerade, so they got that. Searing Spear actually went for Mask Cavalry, huh? Interesting. I feel like that doesn't seem very good. I feel like Aku's Mask Silver seems to make a bit more sense. There is Royal Carriage Bridge, which is something to worked out. Oh yeah, damn yeah! Drawing the Cav on turn 2 and then Mask on turn 3. That does make the open look pretty good, I think. But I don't. I mean, I don't think I like that opening. I mean, I don't know. I've advocated for like I think opening like Steward Chapel Steward Cav, for example, is quite nice. But I think Mask, it's a bit worse because like the issue is that Mask draws cards. So like if you see the Mask on turn 3, then you trigger a shuffle, and so then you don't get to like see your Mask again for a while. Whereas like with something like Steward, you can like play it turn 2 or turn 3 and then like see it again pretty soon. But yeah, I think Royal Carriage Bridge is probably going to be the main thing that you're building to on this board. So yeah, if anybody's not familiar with the combo, the idea is you just get like one bridge and you get 1 million royal carriages, and then you just, and by 1 million I mean at least 6. And then you just play your bridge, you play all your royal carriages, and you just buy 8 provinces. So Searing Spear actually went for a gold, which I don't like, just because I feel like, yeah, I feel like you just want to, I feel like just playing like pretty much straight royal carriage bridge with like, I mean, of course you play with Masquerade, right? But like, yeah, I feel like spending like a $6 buy on a gold rather than a carriage doesn't really, yeah, I mean, I'm certainly not suggesting that you like don't open Mask. Fewer down. Yeah, that is a good point. I mean, if you get, yeah, like at a certain point, like if you can call like 3 carriages, like you can get calves for free, which is pretty amazing. Though you do need to have an action left. Can't. Oh, yeah, Aku missing out on free Basilica points. Yeah, I mean it's unlikely to matter much here, but I mean it's just a clear mistake. So 2 bridges is the number. Not really sure. You need a second bridge. Oh, I see what Jay Nails is saying. Like, not like 2 actual bridges in the deck, not 2 bridge plays. Okay. I think if you can get 4 bridge plays, or maybe even 3, you just win. Because, like, then you just buy all the calves, and you can buy more. Well, actually, it's not super clear. Yeah, I mean, you're going to need encampment for that, right? So, Yeah, I don't know. It looks kind of tricky. I know. Well, what do we think about the encampment? Or like not really the encampment, but like the gold here. The gold. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I like the gold either, was my first instinct. Although, I mean, with the idea of like having an action left, so like after you like you can play a bunch of bridges and then buy a bunch of calves and like still have an action left, like encampment is good for that. But I don't think that means you have to have a gold. Like I think that you might be able to do that just fine with just a naked encampment. But yeah, I'm not sure how they're doing. Yes, I am doing commentary, Puzzle Box. Oh, I guess Aku is the one with all of the royal carriages. Yeah, J Nail's coming in with the angle measurement joke. Always appreciated. Yeah, Searing Spear's deck, like, yeah, it definitely looks like, I mean, definitely way ahead on thinning, which it's kind of easy to tell because of Tomb. But yeah, Searing Spear is a lot thinner. Yeah, Royal Carriage. Well, I mean, you should buy the encampment first, so you get 2 sets of Basilica points. Yeah, those Basilica points are getting no respect this game. I mean, to be fair, I don't think they matter almost at all, but like they're free, take them. You know? Like don't change the cards you're buying because of Basilica, but change the order in which you buy them, which doesn't matter for any other purpose other than getting you Basilica points at no cost whatsoever. So, yeah. Yeah, I think Searing Spear's position is actually probably pretty strong now. Because, yeah, like Aku's deck just doesn't look like he just doesn't seem like he has very much control at this point. I think, yeah, I mean, I think the main difference is like, yeah, with Searing Spears open, like, and just getting the like crazy high roll off of that like puts you down a pretty good path. Play your silver. Oh, did Aku? Oh, Aku just auto bought the encampment instead of like playing all the treasures. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I have auto buy on. Yeah, I noticed Wandering Winder, like in his videos, he does not have auto buy, which I don't know, feels like kind of clunky to me, but there are definitely some situations where auto buy screws you over. I think debt cards are probably the most common. Any chance there's a win here? Actually, I think there's a pretty good chance there's a win here, right? Because say you just play the bridge 3 times. Now calves cost 1. You can buy another bridge. Let's see. Okay, so you trash copper, sure. And then bridge. Play bridge 3 times. I think you're probably doing that anyway. Unless maybe you want to carriage the cav for some reason, but calling it on bridge, I think, just makes a lot more sense in general. Okay, so you have 5 buys, so you could buy bridge, 3 more carriages, and a cav. Bridge, 3 carriages, and a cav. Then you probably have to buy some more. Oh no. Yeah. I mean, even if there wasn't a win, I think gaining and playing some carriages and another bridge. No, I mean, you'd have to draw, like, you'd have to, like, buy another cav to, like, draw up all the stuff I was suggesting, J-Nails. Oh my god, plunder? Oh my god, as yeah, I don't know. It's already mentioned. I said I'm a huge plunder hater, and that I think is the plunder that I hate the most of all of the plunders. Oh god, wow. Man, I hate that plunder. I mean, I hated not buying cav and kind of playing on there, but okay. What are we doing? Wait, so how many? Yeah, Aku could get a paddock here. Does seem pretty nice. It's funny how many points Searing Spear has already. Animal Fair and Cavalry? I don't think so. I don't feel like... Wait, totally free. Well, I mean, once you pile the actually, I think you're onto something, Puzzle Box, because I mean, you're going to need a few actions for it. Well, okay, Searing Spear just duds here, but well, no, well, because you can buy cav, right? It's not. Yeah, it's not really a dud, huh? Yeah, no, but as far as like what's Puzzle Box is saying, like if you have a few actions left, you can actually play some of the animal fairs after buying all your cavalries. And the thing is, they're going to give 2 buys at that point. So trash cav over copper. I don't. I mean, I think the copper is just so unlikely to do anything for you. Yeah, so Searing Spear just stopping here. I don't know. I think Searing Spear really is just underplaying this board a lot, but I don't think Aku's in any position to punish it. I'm not really sure. I think I wasn't paying very close attention at the start of the game. I'm not really sure how Searing Spear got so far ahead. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think, I mean, a lot of these gain and play things aren't. Oh, got a forager. Yeah, that could have helped as far as. Yeah, I did notice like one of the big things that put him so far ahead was being so much better trashed. Oh yeah, yeah, it's like something in the Nazi Party, the SS. But what was I saying? Yeah, Searing Spear was a lot better trashed at the beginning, and yeah, I think the Forager definitely had something to do with that. Yeah. Royal Carriage is definitely... Oh, yikes. So this is actually just... I mean, the last turn, like, he kind of chose to stop playing, but, like, this is actually just forced to be a dud. There's no way to really get around it. Royal carriage is like really sad with horses. That's like one of those things. Like I actually played a game earlier today with that had throne, carriage, and some horse stuff. And yeah, I was taking throne over carriage like almost always. That is like one of those things that like you have to like train yourself not to just like buy a card because it's more expensive. I think that is like generally a heuristic a lot of people use, and like I've been guilty of it myself at times. Throne, yeah. I mean, the ability to like throne a throne can be nice. That said, like carriage, like if there's just like one terminal that you want to play a lot of, you can just buy like one copy, or at least like on Kingdoms with like good draw. You can just buy like one copy of that terminal and then like a whole bunch of carriages. Carriage shines with Overlord. Why is that freaky? I mean, yeah, it might be a joke. I mean, it is kind of annoying that you can't really play the Overlord as carriage. Well, you can do that with Throne Room too, right? I mean, thrones in general are nice with Overlord. But yeah. You can also do it with 5 carriages. Oh, yeah, like if you only have one Overlord and you have a whole bunch of carriages, that can be nice. The real move with Overlord and Thrones is you you throne your Overlord, and then you play it as 2 duration cards, and then only one of the Overlords stays out. That's a real nice move. Needs to get more actions. Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. I've kind of tuned this out. I felt like Searing Spear. I've been feeling like Searing Spear is just completely and utterly won. Yeah, there's no way this isn't winning, right? Yeah, I mean, he literally just has 7 or like 8 provinces in hand. Yeah, I mean, literally just play all your bridges, call all your carriages, buy 8 provinces. There's not. You don't have to do any fanciness at this point. I mean, any of the like piling cavalry ideas maybe could have won for a few turns ago, but at this point, yeah, I mean, like this is definitely a win you can just stumble into because it's like, oh, I guess bridge is the thing I want to call carriage on, and oh look, provinces cost 0 and I have 8 buys. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think the Forager. It seemed like the Forager helped out Searing Spear. Seems like with the kind of like awkward situation for villages in the early game, with like carriage not really being a good village early game, and then encampment being a little awkward before you have the gold. Just using mask as trashing probably wasn't really enough. And so that Forager, I think, probably did do a lot of work for Searing Spear. Searing Spear did have like a pretty ridiculous, like the mask cavalry open seemed like it worked out exactly as well as it could have. Does this beat straight? Yeah. I mean, like this definitely beats straight Royal Carriage Bridge, because yeah, I mean that's generally a bit slower than that 12 turns, and I think with playing around the gain and play stuff, I think Searing Spear probably could have won like 1 or 2 turns before he did. So, all right, what do we have going on here? For draw, we have Lab, Den, Sheepdog, Diplomat, Royal Carriage. Yeah, I mean, I think Mass could probably speed that up a bit, but opening Den, I mean, I would be a lot happier about it if not for tax. Sheepdog, Sheepdog Falconer, yeah, that's a nice one. Also, Patron looks really nice here. I think the main awkward thing on this board is actions. Because, yeah, I mean, like, what are your villages? Your villages are pretty much just diplomat. Patron can store up some actions. I mean, if we can play a lot of bridges, then I would like to. I just don't know how practical that is. I mean, you could get like some. Well, you actually can't open Den Tmog because of tax. Assemble me. Like you could get like this nice rhythm going where you buy like or you like play a diplomat, play a bridge, and then like they just all Den Goat Herd. I don't know. I was thinking about opening like Tmog and then like Sheepdog or something. Patron Diplo. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, the patrons are also a good way of decreasing hand size. I mean, the thing is, if we think Diplomat's important, then you can't get cheap. What do you mean? Oh, wait, I'm being dumb. So yeah, it would really just be like Tmog and like maybe tax something. Tmog, tax Tmog. Well, I mean, if your opponent has 4-3, then the tax is just kind of whatever. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't think I love opening Den because if we think that diplomats are important here, and I think that they are, then yeah, Den just seems like very counterproductive for that game plan. I mean, you could make the argument that it's just so much better than the alternatives that you just have to do it, but Falconer open, it's also an option. I mean, if you get to react it and then gain a Tmog, then you're thrilled. And there are a lot of relevant double types here, so it's maybe not too easy to avoid giving your opponent that reaction. So really sad open for Searing Spear, I think. Not getting to... Yeah, I don't know what he's going to open. Like Silver Sheepdog, Silver Goat Herd, Double Silver? I don't know. Ugh. Goat Herd, yeah. Fair enough. So yeah, I think the deck we're probably ultimately building here is basically just like patrons, diplomats, and bridges. I don't know how good Sheepdog is exactly. I mean, I think you definitely want some of them, but I don't know that going for heavy Sheepdog with like the, going all in on like Falconer Sheepdog stuff is, well, I mean, the concern I have about that is that then you're not activating very many diplomats. And if you're not activating all your diplomats, then you're not playing very many bridges. And I feel like playing lots of bridges is probably my end game. Um. So yeah, I mean, you could. Yeah, okay. So like that's an idea too of just kind of like build to single, build to double. Um. But yeah, I do think I prefer. Um. Good SD support. SD. I don't know what SD stands for. Sheepdog. Oh, okay, yeah. Um, but yeah, I think the bridge deck is fast enough. I don't. Yeah, I mean that deck. The deck that just plays all the sheepdogs. I mean, it's not a bad deck. I just think I wanna. Um, I just think I want to play with a lot of bridges. Hmm. Yeah, I certainly don't think you would try. I mean, it's not like the bridge deck really benefits from having like 10 diplomats. Like, if you have like 5, that's fine. I don't think you really need more. Um, it's not really clear what game plan the two of them are going for. Aku does get the bridge now. Okay, okay. Diplo with Goat Herd, right? Yeah. If you use Goat, um, I mean, if your opponent's trashing like a ton of cards, but I mean, that's not going to happen for very long. And I mean, later in the game, you just have all your coppers already trashed. So, yeah, that's certainly not. Goat herds making it hard to activate diplomats is certainly not a concern of mine. Um, all right. Patrons. It's a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I'm not really seeing the argument against the big bridge deck. I mean, I think Patron too. I mean, just like in general, like Patron is so good at uh at just like smoothing out these kinds of awkward decks. Um, yeah, it is kind of funny. Yeah, these goat herds doing a lot of work. Um, and yeah, there's kind of a question as far as like, oh, do you want to trash and risk giving your opponent draw? But I think I would be fine with just continuing to trash there. Um, Ugh. So Steering Spear getting the Falconer now. Okay. So yeah, I'd definitely be happy to trash another copper here, I think. And then Aku could buy something like Bridge Bridge Diplomat, Falconer and a 4. Yeah, you could consider that. I mean, the Falconer is pretty nice, though. Yeah, you are risking giving your opponent a turn similar to the last one, but yeah, I mean, buying like Falconer Diplomat, Falconer Bridge, something like that could be okay. I think I'm definitely transmogrifying the Den next turn if I get the opportunity to do so. Actually, it's kind of interesting because you could actually T-Mog the Den into the Falconer and then react to the Falconer to its own gain. Although buying the Falconer has the advantage of maybe if you draw it in your opening hand, then you might actually get to react to one of your opponent's gains. Okay, so Aku does go for the Diplomat, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, I was thinking like one Falconer here. Seems pretty reasonable. 3 Falconers, okay. Yeah, I mean, like, you can chain one to the others. Yeah, not really clear to me. Right, no, I understood what you were saying, Freaky. Like, if you draw it in your... the idea being that if you draw it in your opening hand, your opponent is almost certainly gaining a double-type card. And so you get to actually use it twice, which is really nice. Sheepdog, yeah, it's a goat herd. Yeah, I don't know. I think sheepdog probably did make more sense there. Will be interesting to see if Aku actually goes ahead and transmogrifies this Den of Sin. Oh, like when you played a card during your opponent's turn, and would it just stay in play for your next turn, I guess? Oh, okay. Okay. Duplicate Gov. Oh, okay, yeah, because like your opponent could like give you a card and you duplicate it, and then okay. So Falconer, so how much is this goat herd gonna draw? Like 2? Oh, 3. Right, because he played 2 goat herds and called a T-Mog. Yeah. So you could gain. I mean, I feel like a sheepdog makes a decent amount of sense. Although at that point you're kind of just giving up on the idea of activating that diplomat. Just kind of sad, but I mean, what else do you gain other than sheepdog? Like another bridge? I don't think sheepdog's very good. Like a patron. Yeah, I could sort of see that. Yeah, actually does go for the patron. Searing Spear actually gets to react as well. Interesting decision of what you take here. A Searing Spear. Actually goes for a patron as well. Alright. Oh, so you can actually gain a diplomat with this falconer. That seems kind of good. Activate it. Wait, but then you just burn all your villagers, right? Because you don't have... Does Aku have another patron down there? Like, no, right? No, does not. So, yeah, if you take a diplomat here, you're actually just going into the next turn with 0 villagers. React play. Oh, yeah, that actually seems pretty good, yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a very temporary issue. It's not a reason not to play the deck. So, yeah, okay. So if you just play your patrons, play your bridge, you have what? You have 6 money, so you could buy like 2 4s. So like a diplomat and a bridge maybe could be okay. Got yeah, some people having fun with the that puzzle from game 1. That was great. Yeah, a lot of cute stuff you can do with Falcon or Sheepdog. So I think you definitely just play the goat herd here, right? Match. It's I don't know if they're listening to me or not. It's kind of interesting. I mean, do you like trash this? Oh, nice. I don't know if you trash the silver. I mean, I think you'd rather T-Mog it. Yeah, you definitely could need the money this turn. Like, you're probably going to want, like, 6. So, yeah. Goat herd. And I think he has another patron. Right, I feel like Searing Spear has 2 patrons, right? Yeah. And then what are we falconering for? Oh, is it a goat herd? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like Searing Spear has 4 goat herds, which I agree with the implication that is too many. Falconer for Diplomat, so now Aku's going to get to react with Falconer, which is quite nice. And yeah, going to get to activate that. So now we're going to get a villager for next turn, which is pretty good. Yeah, seeing this, I don't think I want to trash the silver. Yeah, I think I definitely don't, because if you trash a goat herd, yeah, I think I would trash a goat herd. Come to think of it, I mean, you'd like to T-Mog these 3 costs into relevant 4 costs, but there's only so much time if it wouldn't buff. Well, yeah, it's not clear that you actually want to be drawing more cards with the goat herd. I mean, yeah, like diplomat activation is pretty important here, so yeah, I don't really know. So Searing Spear gets the second Falconer, which I think makes a lot of sense. And then other than that, what do you buy? Maybe Bridge, maybe Diplo. I'm not really sure. Goes for the Bridge. Fair enough. So I don't think there was really any reason not to just do Goat Herd right away there, right? I mean, Searing Spear only trashed 2. So the Goat Herd is hand size neutral. If you don't wait. Well, it's hand size neutral, right? Yeah, it's draws 2, so yeah. Okay. I'm assuming this is Diplomat. Yeah. Saying if you didn't. I don't think I really understand. But like Aku just maybe didn't count, and so didn't really know what the situation was. It's possible. Okay. I think Aku definitely looks ahead here. Yeah, it's probably pretty irrelevant. I guess you do need to worry a little bit. Oh, I know it. So if you play 5 bridges, and then like maybe what you try to do is you try to delay all of your gaining of double type cards until your buy phase, and you play 5 bridges first, and that way your opponent's Falconer reacts do nothing. That's pretty interesting. I want to watch like that situation arise, and then the opponent not realize it, and then just react it anyway and be confused why it doesn't do anything. That would be pretty entertaining right there. Yeah, I mean it's kind of I mean it's very easy to play around with your own Falconers, but you can kind of use it to make your opponent get less value out of Falconer. So Aku going up to 5 bridges, so might be able to do that. Well, I mean, it's just because, like, I mean, why do we not play this copper? I mean, I don't think there's any reason to play it. It's just, I guess he just started buying stuff and didn't play the copper. Yeah, I mean, like the autopiling would be pretty crazy with Falconer without that, right? Like if you literally had like one highway and what would you need? Like one highway and literally one highway and one Falconer, and you autopile. You think Searing Spear could pile this turn? I doubt it. I mean, maybe. Really? Okay. Let's see. See how it goes down. So, like, he has 3 bridges and 2 falconers, right? Draw deck. Wait. Buy falconer. React falconer. Oh. Oh, I hadn't seen that. Okay. Wait. Well, how are you getting more falconers in that combo? Or, like, that's not an auto. Yeah, but, like, it's basically just like every falconer you buy, you get a free sheepdog, is what I'm seeing. I don't know. I'm not convinced there's a win here. Play bridge, play Diplo. Yeah, that makes. Well, how many cards did Aku trash? Not really sure. One. One game to 1.5 games. Right. Or wait, is it 2? Because if you bought 2 falconers and then you react your falconer for sheepdog, yeah, you do get a second. I'm seeing. Oh, that 2 was in response to asking how much the goat herds drew. Huh. Okay. So these bottom cards are Bridge Falconer, I think. I thought Searing Spear had another bridge. No. Only 2 bridges? This wins. It does. Okay. So for example, Falconer for bridge, play the bridge, and then you buy 2 Falconers, react the Falconer for a sheepdog, draw the other 2 Falconers, and then you react a Falconer, gain like a bridge or a. Wait, so if you just. Basically, if you're buying 4 Falconers. Wait, how? I think you're short in action, Wandering Winder. Right, because if you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, but if you do the fancy stuff, like. So, okay, Freaky, to be clear, you're trying to pile Falconer, Bridge, and Diplomat, right? Yeah. You don't think so? Oh, so what are your piles then? Bridge, Diplo, Goat, her. Okay. Well, I guess I just feel like if you're not piling Falconers, I don't see what you're gaining by buying more of them. Like if you buy a Falconer, it's 1 point. I don't buy that. Because, like, if you buy a Falconer, right, that one Falconer is gonna, it's gonna react and it's gonna gain something, and that something, you could have just bought that and been just as good off as, yeah, like, you're no worse off just buying the thing the Falconer reaction gains than buying the Falconer, unless you're piling Falconers. So yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think Searing Spear has a win here at all, even with fancy stuff. So yeah, like, if you just, like, gain a bridge here, so if you bought 4, yeah, that's not doing it. So I don't think there's a win here. And yeah, given that Searing Spear cannot win here, I think Aku is probably in excellent shape. Will be interesting to see, like, is Searing Spear going to try to take a whole bunch of battlefield points here? Or not? Okay, yeah. Okay, so Searing Spear gonna take all the battlefield, or, well, all but 2 of the battlefield points. Okay, so Aku gonna go into this. Presumably take. Well, you can't take a state because then you just dud. Right. Oh, okay. So actually, just drawing a lot. This is concerning, actually, for Searing Spear. Actually, yeah. I mean, the fact, like, going into this turn with no villagers down, like, that's a little spooky, I think. Like, Spearing. Oh, so you're okay with just accepting a dud? Let's see. Does this win? 4 states, province. That's 8. That's enough points. Yep, that does it. Yep. Tie? No, it's not a tie. Just wins. Because that's 16 points from the victory cards, right? And then also the 2 battlefield points. Yeah. Oh, goat herds. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not doing anything for you. Yeah. Actually, yeah, I guess goat herds would have been a tie loss, but yeah. Okay, so Aku wins game 3. So far it's player 1, 3-0. Surprisingly enough, Sammy and I, our friendly mixed match was actually 5-0 for player 2, which was really, really shocking in this tournament. I felt like FPA has been unusually strong in this event. Just feels like, yeah, there's, like, so many of these, like, fast boards that But yeah, I feel like the boards we've seen today have seemed pretty characteristic of the mix, I think. Well, exactly 4 bridges. Yes. Yeah, I mean the idea of Falconer doing nothing with 5 bridges was something I was talking about earlier. And it is, if you are trying to do like reactions in the buy phase, then you really can't play with the 5th bridge. So encampment's the only village. We do have cavalry. We have a few ways to trash with treasurer and goat herd. Do have destriers, but those don't seem like the most insane thing here without any like traditional plus buy. You can get some plus buy if you like smuggle a cavalry, but that is temporary. Goat herd cavalry opens, Freaky suggesting. I guess just for Akuchi. I think that's good. Well, I mean, you can go into turn 3 with a deck of like, or go into turn 4 with a deck of like Cav, Goat Herd, 7 copper, 2 estates, plus whatever other card you buy. Yeah, I think that seems pretty good. I think encampment definitely looks a lot more important here than it did on those other boards on games 1 and 2. I mean, the fact that it is the only village, of course, points you to it being quite important. Oh yeah, two horses. I may have not mentioned that. Plunder also looks better. Yeah. I mean, I think Plunder's pretty solid here. So Searing Spear takes Poacher and Goat Herd. Yeah, seems fine. Has Goat Herd been on every board? I didn't think so. I don't think it was on game 1, right? I don't think it was on the first board. Oh, yeah, that's true. That is a bit of an issue. Yeah, that kind of does kill the whole point of it, doesn't it? Although, I mean, it's not that bad. Like, if you see your Cav on turn 2, for example, like, then it's not nearly as bad, right? But if you see them both on turn 3, which is, like, probably... I guess it's actually, like, slightly under 50%. It's like, you're, like, 10 out of 21 to see them both turn 3, right? Yeah. And... if you see them both turn 3, it's kind of a disaster. Yeah, like this scenario, like this shuffle trigger. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, getting the border guard. Actually, that's pretty big, right? Yeah, because now you can just trigger again, and it's not that bad, right? Oh no, it actually is still pretty bad. If you bottom deck an estate, then you can buy treasurer and be pretty happy about that. Was only on the last one? Oh, it wasn't in game 2 either. Oh yeah, I probably would have remembered if it was in game 2. It probably would have been pretty relevant on that board. But yeah, this is a pretty sad shuffle, sad turn. Yeah. Ugh. What do you do here? I almost want to like buy Border Guard and get colonnade points. Cav, I don't like Cav again. I don't like having two calves in a shuffle with no villages. It's not the turn. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't. Yeah, I definitely don't like the idea of taking a cav here. I think just like a border guard. I might actually just take a border guard there. Like, I feel like this is the kind of board where like just taking those colonnade points early is like actually pretty reasonable. I mean, you know, of course, the border guard's also a pretty decent card for the deck. I think the poacher is also completely fine. I will say I do agree that Aku's position's looking pretty rough right now. Just Destrier. Yeah, I think Destrier makes a lot of sense here. Gold. I mean, you don't even have the encampment yet, so I don't know that I'm in a huge rush to take gold. Maybe if I like thought, I don't know what's down there. Encampments. I mean, Freaky, you're forgetting about the smuggling cavalry plus buy that is clearly going to be relevant. So yeah, Destrier here for Aku for sure, right? Yeah. Not sure I'd be building. I mean, you can't build like huge, right? I mean, there is kind of a limit to how big you can build. That said, I mean, I'm probably looking to keep some encampments around. I don't know. I mean, I do think you probably start buying provinces relatively early. So they both actually get the smugglers. Way distant lands. Oh, that is pretty cute. Yeah, you play one of the distant lands as your way, and then you actually get colonnade points off of it. Ugh, man. So yeah, I don't think it really matters what you take here as Searing Spear. I certainly don't think you're smuggling a smuggler's overplaying your treasurer. This might be gold here for me. I feel like with Aku not having the... Well... Take smugglers. Yeah, I don't... Wait. Oh! Oh! Okay, I see what was going on there. That's... Yeah. Yeah, it does not work like that. So yeah, I think Searing Spear's position is still really strong. Yeah, I think that like Searing Spear opening Goat Herd just made Aku's open so much worse. Like, man. Like, I feel like that open makes a lot more sense for player 1 with the 3-4. So Aku actually getting started on encampment there. Okay. How soon are we going to province? Like, I don't think I'm going to province here. But, yeah, I'm thinking pretty soon, too. Like, I think this turn I don't want to province. But I think next turn I'm definitely thinking about it. Kicks an encampment there. So, yeah, that does mean that you can take the, you can play the smugglers and the treasurer in the same turn, which is kind of nice. Although I don't know, something like a destrier also seemed kind of good. Like I mean, I don't know. The issue with encampment is like kind of like Freaky was saying, like it is super expensive on a board with such limited buys. And also, like, there's no guarantee you're going to line it up with your one goal. So, I don't know. Yeah, Aku does go ahead and take that risk of losing the encampment. I think that was probably the right call. Certainly worked out. But Aku does get those colonnade points from encampment. Searing Spear is a lot thinner than Aku is. Which is extra important because of wall. So I'm thinking probably buy plunder here. Yeah, the points seem like they could be relevant on this board, and having the second thing to reveal. Oh yeah, that's true. Having the second target for your encampments is really good, and yeah, on this kind of board, those tiebreaker points really can matter a lot. I think a lot of those like passive scoring cards, like something like Temple, even comes to mind. Similar to Plunder, I think they do. Those points are a lot more relevant on boards where you can't get multiple provinces in a turn. Yeah, Aku has so many coppers, like 6 coppers. Yikes. I think Searing Spear is at like 3. I mean, Aku doesn't even have a treasurer. Like, yikes. So I don't know if Aku's going to buy the treasurer here or if he's just going to go for province. Cavalry. Yeah, I was thinking about buying another cav there for Aku. I mean, it would get him colonnade points, and it would also, I mean, it would also be like the last, like he has like what, like 2 villages and 2 terminals, so like it would be the last terminal basically. Oh, that's true. That's true. Like you could smuggle a cav and then like, yeah, like smuggle cav, and then you could potentially buy like province destrier or something. I mean, yeah, it's not like you can double or anything, but like getting to like buy a destrier on the cheap for and taking colonnade points. Well, yeah, I think smuggling a destrier is worse, right? Because like with the plus buy, you could buy a Destrier and also get a free Cav, which I think is a good thing for your deck. Free Cav seems bad. What, just because of wall, you mean? Or I don't know. I'd be happy with a free Cav. So it gets in the way of encampments. Sort of. I mean, I feel like having the draw. I'd be pretty happy to have a free Cav. I don't know. I feel like people sometimes like overvalue the like cantrips getting in the way of encampment thing. Like, I mean, I feel like you just don't like. Generally speaking, you're not blindly playing encampments very often. Yeah, if it's coming with the extra 2 VP, then like that kind of cancels out the wall for the most part. So that's actually convincing. Right, yeah, sure. Okay, so I'm not really sure. Is Aku going to province here? Is he going to go treasurer? Is he going to go for something else given colonnade points, like a destrier or something? I kind of don't want a desk because you just smuggled plunder, right? So like, yeah, it's probably too late for that. I think it's probably just province because like, if you province here, then Searing Spear doesn't actually have anything to smuggle. So yeah, I think province makes some sense for Aku, but I mean, I think Aku's position is like pretty busted. I mean, because Searing Spear has a thinner deck. He has 3 plunders. Wait. No, Aku's the one with 3 plunders, right? No. Searing Spear's the one with 3 plunders. Yeah, okay. So yeah, Searing Spear has 3 plunders. I think Aku would be ahead here with 3 plunders. Yeah, I could maybe see that. Yeah, that is kind of an interesting question. I mean, yeah, I think Aku's Open would have looked a lot better if not for that goat herd draw. So yeah, Aku gonna just go ahead and province, which, like I said, I think that makes a lot of sense. Actually, do have to discard for the goat herd or for the poacher, but whatever. It's not too big of a deal. Smugglers doesn't do anything, so can always just discard that. Yeah, Smugglers doesn't do anything, so not an issue. What did Aku trash last turn? Like 2 cards, or 1 card, evidently. What is this last card? Oh, yeah, we shouldn't have drawn that. Okay. Yeah, that's why you always got to think about that kind of stuff and see if it's actually, something you wanna be picking up. Because yeah, if it's just something like a border guard there, it's really better to just leave it on top. Of course. Hmm. 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 Oh, that is an interesting point. Puzzle box. Actually, that might be Hmm. I don't know that the smugglers thing is too much of a problem. Yeah, because I mean, if your opponent smuggles it, then you can just smuggle it back. Huh. Maybe Aku's position actually isn't all that bad. Um. Huh. That said, I don't think Aku's. Yeah, I don't think just continuing to play this provincing game is really going in Aku's favor, given the three plunders that Searing Spear has. I'm thinking, yeah, going into that like extra cav stuff, I think is probably a better shot for Aku. That said, I mean, Aku is kind of initiating the provincing, so if Searing Spears misses 8 one turn, then all of a sudden his position looks real bad. So, okay, bottom card. Is it in? It's yeah. You shouldn't have drawn that. Ugh. And like, yeah, especially when Aku's. I mean, it seems like the win condition Aku is playing for is Searing Spear missing 8 on one of these turns. And especially given that that's the case. Wait, trash? Oh, yeah, since Aku doesn't have a treasurer, Searing Spear could just put the gold in the trash. I'm not really sure if that's like just put the gold in the trash and then like if you need to, you can pull it out of the trash with the treasurer. But I'm not really sure that that's good. It does mean that you have fewer things for your encampments to reveal. Also, gold is kind of just a good card for your deck, so I don't know. It's not really clear to me. Oh, so this is kind of like a partial dud. Well, Aku did trash 1 copper. I assume you take plunder here? Question mark. Yeah, that's. Yeah, that is true. I mean, I'm assuming that no matter what, you're not trashing with the goat herd. I mean, assuming you're not going to go for that like trash the gold plan. Then yeah, you could trash poacher. Although I don't know, I don't think I trash poacher because you have all these provinces in the deck at this point, which you're not really going to be drawing into too much. So I don't know. I think the poacher's probably a fine card to keep, especially when it does give Aku an extra draw potentially. I think. The trash isn't not mandatory puzzle box. Sounds like yeah. Seems like a lot of people have that misconception about goat herd. Mm, yeah. Cav time. Aku's going for a distant lands, huh? Uh yeah, I was thinking that was probably the spot where you wanted to buy a cav and get a bunch of colonnade points. Although I don't know. Not really sure. I mean, I don't really see what distant lands is doing. I feel like distant, like at that point, I feel like you might as well just province and hope. But I mean, with distant lands, like imagine, like if Searing Spear can like gain and play a distant lands, I'm not even sure that it is prolonging the game. Like, I think Searing Spear is probably just provinces here and wins. I guess we don't have enough draw to actually. Yeah, I guess we're not actually like gonna play the distant lands, but well, I mean, we're probably not even gaining it if we're not playing it. Yeah, like you can just province here, I think. Yeah, you're up 15 points. Akka would need what, like province scores 5. Distant lands, playing the distant lands scores 4, 2 plunders, that's 11. And then what? He can trash 1 more copper, and maybe you can. Yeah, returning the encampments on purpose is an interesting idea. Returning horses also scores a few points. Actually, I wonder. Yeah, if you have enough points, you can, or enough money, you can do the cavalry colonnade stuff. Like, yeah, I definitely think. I think, yeah, returning the encampments is something that at least should have been thought about. I feel like he seemed like he just kept them pretty like without thinking about it too much. Yeah, it's not clear that it is going to be enough. Like, okay, you trash a copper here, get to return a horse. Wait, so 25, 32. Yeah, so it looks like we did not have the money to actually. Yeah, it looked like the idea of taking. Oh, man. Oh, yikes. Yeah, that could have been a win if Aku returned literally any of those. Even just the last one. Yeah, like the last one, it was pretty clear to map out. Yeah, I guess I imagine Aku just wasn't thinking about that. I don't know what the tie rules. Does anyone know what the tie rules are for this tournament? So it's what is it? Aku's up like 2.5 to 1.5 to 2.5. So does Aku just win now, or how does that work? It's first to 3.5. Okay. Killer is a clear winner. Okay. It's first to 3.5. Okay, that's how that works. I should probably know, given that I'm going to be playing such a match. Oh, incidentally, something smart is here. I think I can probably play our match tomorrow, as long as the championship doesn't take longer than I'd expect it to. I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. We can like schedule a tentative time. I'll message you after. after this. But yeah, just about for like people thinking about specking, it's probably going to be like maybe like a few hour or like just like maybe like an hour after the championship's over or something would probably be good. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Searing Spear probably did make a mistake by provincing there. I wasn't counting it out too closely. I was advocating for province, but take double distant lands. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, I think. Okay, so what's this board? Looks like no village on here unless you get 2 piles empty with paddock. So you got treasurer again, which is kind of nice. Do you have bandit fort again? So as far as what we're opening, we're probably opening T-Mog. I don't know what else we're opening. Aku says Forager. So yeah, Silver T-Mog's an option. I was thinking about Sheepdog, but that's probably pretty bad given the lack of villages. So yeah, I think I'm probably doing Silver T-Mog. Forager T-Mog's not crazy, but I don't know. I'd like to hit 5, so. You might be able to squeeze some extra gains out of like T-Mogging a gold and getting it back with Treasurer. I guess the thing that we really have to wonder about is whether there's going to be an empty pile. Because if there's going to be an empty pile, then you can get lots of paddocks and build really big. The empty pile that you'd be looking at is probably Destrier. Like if you play a paddock, then Destriers cost like 4. So then if you have like some foragers and stuff, you could potentially buy a bunch of them. But playing lots of paddocks seems pretty awkward. Oh, Searing Spear actually has a 5-2. Actually not entirely clear whether you're supposed to be taking Treasurer or Paddock here. I'd probably be doing Treasurer. I don't know. Spamming Sheepdog. Actually. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm not totally sure. I mean, like the thing is, like before you empty the Sheepdog pile, or just before you empty a pile, if you're reacting a Sheepdog to a paddock, you're drawing stuff dead, right? So that's a little bit rough. I mean, you could play with like multiple T-Mogs and try to activate them like that. I don't really know. Searing Spear just buys a Destrier, which makes a lot of sense. Then, yeah, I could buy Paddock this turn. I don't know. I mean, having 2 terminals in the deck feels kind of like a little bad, but I don't know. All right, I'm gonna need to go for a few minutes and use the bathroom. All right, I am back. All right, what are they up to? Looks like, yeah, Searing Spear got a couple of transmogrifies. You could consider skipping Treasurer here. Just with the idea that you want Paddock to be your terminal. Or maybe you don't skip it entirely, but you don't get it till real late. I mean, of course, giving your opponent uncontested key is a bit spooky. Akko has all the foragers, huh? I mean, I've got to imagine the idea behind that kind of involves getting destriers. 3 foragers does seem like a lot, though. Grove, really? That is not the terminal I was looking for. Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, it's nice for destrier and all, but I mean, I feel like the only reason that you would be able to really take advantage of the plus buy and buy lots of destriers is if you're playing a Paddock. Like, that's how you make them cheap. So I don't know. I don't like the Grove at all. You could buy coppers too, yeah. Which I guess kind of, plays in with the foragers, but I don't know. It doesn't seem all that inspiring. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like, it doesn't. I don't think it's actually good, but it's not completely crazy. Still looks good for Aku. Maybe I'm really not sure, honestly, what's going on here. I don't know. I feel like Sacred Grove is a card that I just generally really don't like. I mean, I feel like I see people buy it. Like, I see people open it a lot of times too. And it just seems so bad a lot of the times they do it. And it's like a card that like gives plus buy, and like if you really need plus buy, you get it. But like, it's not good. So no, like, I mean, I'm not going to name names, but like I've seen good players do this stuff too. Yeah, I don't. I probably do need to increase my min rating because like I had it at -15 for a while, but then I had this problem where my rating tanked, and now, yeah, now -15 is including a larger range of players. So, yeah, I guess Aku's good old Wind's Gift. Like somebody's unmuted. Yeah, good old Wind's Hex there. Aku could have bought Copper and 3 Destriers if not for that silly thing. Yeah, looks like Mistgun enjoyed this puzzle. Like Flag Destrier. Okay. But where's Aku at? Yeah, Aku just accepting that the Winds Hex is gonna just cost them an entire desk. Man, that's so sad. As I said, Sacred, like, because, like, not only does that Winds Hex hurt you, but it also, like, it's also, like, giving your opponent, like, a free forum, right? Like, it's so bad. Like, man, Sacred Grove, like, ugh. It's not a good card. So, Searing Spear could take Aku's silver, which, no, I don't think there were enough buys for that Sycomatic. He only had 4 buys, right? So, yeah. So yeah, I think, like, taking the silver, I think, makes a lot of sense here because it does make Destriers cheaper, so that's pretty nice. Also, it denies Aku some Forager money, so I think that, yeah, I think that's a good play. So what do you buy here? You could buy, like, anything and 2 Destriers, basically. Could even buy Province and 2 Destriers. So I don't think that's good, though. Maybe, like, Paddock and 2 Destriers. Paddock, Destrier, Destrier. Yeah, I was thinking about that. That does seem pretty good. Kind of put Aku in an awkward spot. Oh, so he actually does take the Province. I don't know. I would think I'd want to be building a bit more here. I mean, the Destriers are close to gone, so you know, with Destriers almost gone, it's like Paddock is going to be a really good card soon. So I think we have a bit more building to do. So a really sad turn for Searing Spear here. Boone will save. Yeah, it could. I mean, like, River, Sea could both save Searing Spear. How do people feel? Like, I definitely, like, I think does have T-Mog, so he can just, yeah, react the Sheepdog. Okay, yes, this probably isn't a dud anyway. How do people feel about, like, do people think that Sacred Grove is, like, a better or worse card than something that just said +1 buy, +3 action, or +3 actions, +3 coins? Like, I think it's probably, like, marginally worse, but I'm not really sure. Better? Yeah, okay. I mean, I think the main argument for better is, like, Fields and Forests, which are obviously a lot better for you. What do you have? Like, what other ones are there? There's, like, Earths, which is, like, a little better for you. Flames. Flames might actually be a little bit. I guess the ones that are, like, a lot better for your opponent are, like, Sun, Wind, River, Sea. What else is there? Yeah, I don't know. Most of them are pretty marginal. I don't know. Oh, yeah. The swamp. Yeah, swamp lets Searing Spear just react that Sheepdog right away. Okay, so Aku actually going to go ahead and take the take the last of the Destriers. So I'm definitely thinking about Definitely think about T-Mog the T-Mog into a paddock here. Looks like that's what he's going for. Yep. Yep. Okay. So if you wanted some more money, you could trash silver and then trash copper and then pull the silver out from the trash. Okay. I mean, if you think you're just greening here, then okay. But I don't know. I would probably want to just buy more paddocks. Province paddock. Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. I mean, I guess the issue is there's not really much good to buy on 4. So, double paddock and a 4. I mean, you could buy flag. Who has... I guess they both have 1 T-Mog now. 2 paddocks. Oh, Sheepdog's a good card. Yeah, that's a good point. So you could do that if you don't want a province. Man, Aku's deck just doesn't do anything. I feel like Aku has... Well, I don't know. I feel like... Generally, I feel like once, paddocks activate, I feel like it's the kind of card that... I just feel like it's, so good that I just want to, keep buying them and, not stop buying them until the pile's empty. But yeah, Aku is, way short on economy. I feel like a lot of it was the fact that Searing Spear had control over that silver for a while, which now this Mountain's Gift is kind of conveniently giving Aku that silver back. Yeah, Aku did go super heavy on Forager early. Maybe kind of making up for game 2, I guess. So surely you play the Wisp for... Okay, Aku's just going to resign. Jacob Marley, the score is 2.5 to 2.5. So, yep, it looks like... yeah, I think the way this works now is that as long as this... Well, basically the next game that isn't a tie, the winner wins the match, I think. I think that's how that works. Okay. Well, we do have another board now. Wonder... Village Green. I guess the dream would be to have Advisor reveal 3 Village Greens, but I think Advisor is probably just not good here. Village Green actually works kind of well with Hunting Party. Actually, maybe Advisor is good here. Yeah, I mean, being the Obelisk... I mean, I think Falconer is probably a pretty good card here. So, You can definitely have your falconers gain some advisors, I think. Largely for the points, but you know. I wonder if Fool's good here. I mean, Lost in the Woods has some synergy with Village Green. Kind of want every card here. Yeah, I don't see any cards that look just totally irrelevant. Maybe Fool. I mean, although I don't know. I mean, Fool with the Village Green synergy might, I don't know, it might be good. Huh. I mean, Gardens is probably, well, I mean, Gardens could be kind of nice since you can gain it with Falconer. I mean, I don't think it's too important, but, you know, whatever. It's there. Maybe it comes in handy. So are they going to be opening Experiment Hideout, Experiment Messenger? I'd definitely be looking to Messenger something as Aku. They could Messenger Hideout here. I mean, Searing Spear will be happy to have the second hideout, but he's not going to see it for a little bit longer, for a little while. So I don't know. Should have a lot of people listening. Fine. I mean, yeah, like it's like normally it's not like, oh, you know, I need to trash all my coppers. Like generally Hunting Party is like one of the cards where you're not like super it's not like, oh, I need to trash all my coppers. It's more just like, oh, let me just trash my estates and like maybe trash a few coppers if it's convenient. But like, yeah, but I think with Tomb on the board, I think it's like, okay, you probably do want to trash all of your coppers. I was thinking for sure Hunting Party. Maybe with 2 hideouts in the deck, there's more of an argument for Falconer, but thinking Falconer. Okay, and Searing Spear actually does go for the Falconer. Interesting. See what Aku goes for. I mean, I feel like with only 1 hideout in the deck, you're a lot more interested in Hunting Party. Aku hits another 5 here, so he could even go for another Hunting Party if he wants to. Oh. Oh, and this last card's hideout, so hopefully Aku notices that and does not flip the deck. Do you want Falconer even for Aku, Wandering Winder? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I definitely like for Fool. Yeah, I would think I'd definitely be buying a 5 here for Aku. And if I don't. Fool 2 experiments doesn't seem too impressive to me. 2 5s. Yeah, I mean, especially given that you have the hideout on top, I could definitely see buying a Falconer here for Aku. Although now you've got to think that Searing Spear is like pretty likely to just have the Falconer in hand, right? Yeah, it's like I think Aku knows that Searing Spear is like 5/7 to have the Falconer in hand. And although the action doesn't matter, having the Falconer into this shuffle could be a pretty big deal. So I think that's going to push me towards taking second hunting party. If I had tracked last turn. Well, I mean, you should be tracking. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Because Aku knew. Wait, did Aku. Because, yeah, Aku knew that Searing Spear couldn't have had a Falconer in hand on his turn 3. So, yeah, I think this is. And I mean, it was just impossible to not hit 5 given the remaining cards in his deck, right? So, yeah, because. Yeah, like his hideout missed there, and if his hideout didn't miss, he would have just trashed a copper, hit 5. So, yeah, I think that was just a clear mistake by Aku not doing it in the other order. Wait, is Advisor actually the card we take? I was thinking we would be taking Experiment. Huh. Maybe Advisor's fine. I don't know. Searing Spear already has like a lot of advisors. Searing Spear actually messengered for Advisor and then took another Advisor. Huh. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I've been like pretty low on Advisor recently. It's like I feel like a lot of times it's just like it gets you cards, it just doesn't get you the cards you want a lot of times. It's like you kind of have to be at the point where it's just drawing your whole deck before it really before I feel like you really get a lot of value out of it. Oh. Advisor. Yeah, it's like I guess that's like I don't know, it's kind of like I guess like the way I think about Dominion is kind of like not conducive to Advisor looking too hot, because it's like for me a lot of times like I don't really care about like how good a card's going to be in my deck like in the long term. Like I tend to care about just like how good it is right now. And it's like if the 5th Advisor is good but the first one is bad, then it's like why would I ever take the first one? Like cuz it's bad. So it's kind of a weird way to put it, I guess, but yeah, I mean, it would be really sweet to reveal 3 village greens, but you know, I don't think that's something. I mean, maybe it'll happen once, but it's obviously not something you really count on. I mean, I guess village green is like, yeah, I mean, like you do get some synergy with Advisor village green, even if it never actually triggers the village green. It's something that your opponent like really doesn't want to discard. So, because like yeah, if you like reveal village green and hunting party, then they just have to give you the hunting party. Or wait, no, that's not how that works. I'm thinking of Mountain Village, aren't I? Wait, Searing Spear took like a 3rd hideout off of Messenger? Yeah, that seems real bad. I mean, what do you need 3rd hideout for? And like Aku, I feel like having the 2nd hideout as Aku is a lot better than having the 3rd one as Searing Spear. Like, They seem pretty gung ho about these advisors, huh? I don't know. I don't know if this is something I like. I mean, they are the obelisks to their points, but I don't know. I would be trying to draw with Hunting Party. I mean, I don't know. I've heard Hunting Party's a pretty good card. Like here for sure, I'm just buying Hunting Party, right? Yeah, like I mean, this kind of like man, advisor is so bad. Like, yikes! It's like, ugh, yuck. I feel like it's almost like the anti-hunting party. Like hunting party, like sifts past your bad cards and then draws you your good cards. But advisor, like it sifts past your good cards and draws you your bad cards. Like what? It's just garbage, you know, like that's a scam. Oh, okay. Oh, so okay, so people went from advisor sucks to advisor is great, and now they're at like advisor is okay, I guess. Or yeah, okay. So I guess they've just gone up to where they are now, basically, is what you're saying. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, I just feel like a lot of times, like the value of your cards is like pretty, pretty widely varying, right? Like here, like you still have a lot of starting cards, and then you have like great cards like Hunting Party that you really want to draw, and then it's like, oh, well, losing my one good card is like pretty. It's a pretty big price to pay, and it's like, yeah, at a certain point, it's like once you're just drawing deck, then it's like a lot less impactful, and it's just like draw is draw. Like that paradigm kind of makes more sense, but yeah, I don't know. Um, so Aku gonna what? Man, I don't like that at all. I was thinking like Hunting Party Advisor or something. I don't know. I would have wanted another Hunting Party there. Like Hunting Party is a great card. Like fantastic. You know, like there's a good draw card right there. Like, I don't know. I guess I also tend not to care too much about these landmarks. Sometimes to my own detriment. Uh, what's your opinion? uh, yeah. Um, Hunting Party is so 2013. I mean, Hunting Party, like, I feel like that's a card that, like, I feel like it's one of the few cards that, like, got really hyped up, um, in the past, but, like, is actually a good card. Um, In non-Dominion related matters, I would agree. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's a bit debatable. I mean, would you rather have a world, terrorized by coronavirus or terrorized by double jack? I mean, it's a real trade-off there, I think. So you probably buy a carriage here just so you can react your falconer, right? I mean, carriage is a good card anyway, so the fact that it gives you that juicy falconer reaction is just kind of a plus. I'm assuming you do take the silver here. I think free silver is probably something that I want. Maybe not, but I think I'd probably take it. What are you? I was thinking experiment. Interesting. So buys hunting party, declines the free silver, village green. Yeah, that also seems pretty decent. I mean, Searing Spear has like 3 hideouts, so maybe it's not necessary. I don't know. Yeah, I would have definitely thought you'd take the carriage there, discarding village green to hunting party. Yeah, I mean that could be nice, although you are going to have to get a number of village greens before that becomes relevant. They're far off dream. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like that's not too high on my priority list. I mean, you got a lot of draw cards here, right? So I don't think just getting a little bit of extra draw off of that is like really moving the needle too much. And I think carriage and hideouts, the village situation isn't too sparse either. So if you don't want a little, well, I mean, the experiment is draw now, right? Like, I feel like draw now is more impactful than like draw in the distant future, right? Because like I feel like it's going to be like a long while before you're ever discarding a village green to hunting party. But I don't know. I could actually see taking a village green here. How? Yeah, how long has this been taking? When did this start? Like, oh wow, this has been going on a while. It's almost 3 hours. Oh, like three. Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends how lucky you get, but maybe it's actually not that far off. Aku still has all 3 estates, which is kind of sad. Whereas Searing Spear's gotten rid of 2 of them already. What's the last card here? Not really sure. It's not a copper. Yeah, Aku's trashed 5 coppers, and Searing Spear's only trashed 3. Oh. Yeah, it's not copper. Um, Sycomatic saying it's a silver. No, I think that's all Aku. Or wait. No, Aku does have another silver in deck. So yeah, it might be a silver. So Aku is taking free silver. Which I think I agree with. I saw Shakespeare actually decline a free silver last turn, which, yeah, the fact that Aku like chose not to play that village green suggests that he. I mean, if it's a silver, surely you want to draw it, right? So, I'm going to buy Village Green Royal Carriage Experiment. Okay. There is a silver in the hand, so that at least fails to refute Sycomatic's claim. Yeah, I think advisors are split 5-5. I don't know. How do people feel about like? I mean, I was definitely advocating going like heavier on hunting parties than on the advisor stuff. I don't know. How do people feel about that? Do people like how they played it, or I don't know? Do people agree with me? That the hunting parties would have been better. Did they? Well, yeah, I don't think they ever like bought an advisor over a hunting party. I think it was maybe like, well, it's not that I like dislike getting the falconer, but I think it's more that like I would have been falconering for like more for experiments rather than advisors. Um uh let's see. This early turn. Oh. Yeah, it's like Searing Spears turn 7. Yeah, like declined to like bought an advisor over playing Lucky Coin and buying Hunting Party. That seems real bad. Yeah, I don't like. I mean, to me, I think this. Like, I'm all for free silvers on this board. I mean, yeah, I think worst case scenario, they're just hideout food, and yeah, best case scenario, I mean, it's a board with. Like, I feel like just in general, this is a board. This is the kind of board where, like silvers are, they're not like great. They're not like something you're, buying all the time. But like, I feel like it's a board where silvers are definitely something you'd be glad to take for free. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you have a lot of draw, and You don't have any like fantastic payload cards that you're like really trying to, um, make count. So yeah, I don't like. I think it was mostly Searing Spear. I feel like Aku's played his lucky coin every time. I think, but cut down. You don't dud. I mean, yeah, I don't feel like this is the kind of deck where dudding is really. I mean, I feel like at this point in the game, well, yeah, we know what dud means. It's just in this specific deck. I don't know that is really applicable, or at least it was applicable at that point. I mean, I feel like at this point it makes sense to talk about like a dud, but I feel like at the point that a lot of those declines happen, yeah. So, do you need to take another messenger with this falconer? So you got like 18 money before anything. So you could have like 20 money and 4 buys. So if you're not taking messenger, you're probably just starting on provinces. 20 money. Huh. I mean, what else do you gain if not messenger? Well, if you're not starting on provinces, then yeah, Village Green next turn. That's definitely that was the other option I was thinking of. Yeah. Okay, interesting. So he's going to province, but also going to take the messenger, huh? Well, I was thinking like, huh? Hmm. So actually, given the Falconer react with that Village Green gain, huh? We're coming up on 3 hours already. I don't feel like they've been playing like that slowly, but I mean, I guess this is game 7, so kind of makes sense. A win there by 4 messengers. What? It only works on the first one. Yeah, I don't think there was a win there. Yeah, points also was a concern. Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah. I'm kind of a little like the fact that Searing Spear has been declining to play the lucky coin, and then like, why do you hesitate to play Hideout there if you're declining to play lucky coin? Like that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Might actually trash the lucky coin here. Uh, hmm. Messenger experiments. Buy 2 experiment. Wait, what? Yeah, I don't know. I think we're just looking for bailouts that aren't there. Yeah. So first the messenger thing, and then the old classic 2 pile. You know. Okay. Yeah. It's all good. I would have thought you would have played the hunting party first. Oh yeah, I guess they're not. Okay. Oh, it's kind of funny that discarding the falconer meant that Searing Spear's hunting party could just pick it up. I don't think it mattered at all, but you know. Yeah, and now it looks like Aku's just ahead because of taking all those silvers, right? Because it's like Aku just had so much more. Like Aku had 20 money last turn, and Searing Spear here is going to have nowhere near that. So yeah, I think Aku declining the Searing Spear declining the silvers really just put him in a bad spot here. And there's certainly no way. Yeah, surely you're not winning here, right? I mean, if you gain a messenger, and then you can like messenger the messengers, and then you have like 9 left over. So yeah, you can't even pile, let alone win. Gain a fool. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, yeah, I mean, like, I will say, like, yeah, some of those treasure gaining boons could be kind of nice, but I don't know that I want a fool here. Like, I feel like the time for that is probably kind of sailed. The time for that, wait, no. Ships sail. Times pass. Yeah, that's how those sayings work. Have a few options. You could gain like another messenger. You could gain a silver. Could gain a village green that you next turn. Might just be a silver, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. This match, so like, yeah, it's like over 3 hours now. I feel like their pace hasn't felt like too slow. Despite that, I feel like it's probably just because they're kind of like, um, they're kind of like going at similar paces. I feel like it's like when there's like one person that's playing like relatively quickly and one person's just playing like super, super slow. That's kind of, I think, when it feels more like, you know, annoying to spectate. Gaining a gardens, yeah, that doesn't seem good. Although nothing really seems particularly good. I think Aku's like pretty one here. Oh, he actually has a carriage. I forgot about that. So actually taking a silver now. Okay. And then this, and then gonna next turn this village green. Lucky coin. Yeah. So what do you take here? Maybe you take something like province and carriage. I mean, maybe you like quote unquote need to take duchy to prevent Aku from just winning, but I don't know. I feel like duchy isn't really looking too promising as far as your chances of actually winning the game. So I think I would be taking. Yeah, I mean, Aku might be able to just win against duchy too. So I don't know. I'd probably take carriage here. Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes sense, Wandering Winder. And I think, well, I was thinking Carriage would be the way to do that, but Hunting Party is also a similar idea, I guess. Um, okay, so deny advisor here. All right. Yeah, Aku might not have a full turn here. I would certainly just play Hideout. Huh. Yeah, I mean, okay, with the idea. Hideout with the idea of just Falconer for experiment if the Hideout doesn't draw something, but I guess it didn't really matter on the specific shuffle. So definitely one of these is going to be a province. What's the other one going to be? Well, we have enough cards in deck that Gardens is better than Duchy. Well, I mean, it's worth 3, but maybe it'll be worth 4 in the future. Kind of doubtful. It's probably just the same thing as a Duchy, but whatever. I'd probably still take it over Duchy. I mean, you could also buy a good card. Like, you could buy I don't know, Hunting. Well, I don't know. I don't want to, like, risk giving my opponent the Falconer reaction. I think you'd take another victory card. Yeah. How worried are we about Searing Spear just winning? I mean, he could gain another messenger. He could gain 2 more messengers with that. Oh, interesting. So you're actually not worried about losing the next turn, but you actually do want to take the extra victory card, huh? Interesting. I mean, I guess like the more points you get, like the sooner it's just kind of out of Searing Spear's reach. Yeah, I mean, you can't really take. I don't think you can really afford to take Hunting Party, and like it is a bit of an issue because like you can't really take the Hunting Party, and you can't really take either of the other good cards. Oh, okay, yeah, he just took the Carriage there, but I would be a little worried about that Carriage with like if Searing Spear happened to have top decked the Falconer, then like maybe he can win with getting to do the Falconer react, but even that is maybe a little doubtful. I don't know. Okay. It's not really super clear to me which order you play these, like whether you do Advisor before Hunting Party or Hunting Party before Advisor. I mean, generally they're both cards that like to be played at the start of your turn. I think I would probably be okay. So you're thinking Advisor before Hunting Party. I mean, the advantage to that, like the main advantage to doing Advisors first is that your opponent has less information about your turn. Yeah, and also like you get more differently named bad cards in the hand. Hunting Parties can find Advisors. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's convincing. What's Cave Weight Whatting? Curse discard. Well, yeah, I mean the curse discard. I mean, Aku knows Searing Spear's hand, right? So he knows that he had like two hideouts in hand. So you kind of just want to deny that the best trash. Yeah, I mean it seems. I doubt it matters a whole lot, but I probably would have done the same thing. Avoid. Oh yeah, that's another good point, Falavora. If you play the Advisors first, your opponent doesn't like just get to see your whole hand. Yeah, I would have thought you denied the Advisor. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it probably doesn't actually matter, but actually, I'm pretty sure it just doesn't matter at all. But whatever. I would have denied the advisor without much thought there. Okay, all right. So the question is, can Searing Spear win? The answer is probably no, but it's at least worth checking. Searing Spear is player 1, so a tie is not doing anything. So what can you do? You can do Hunting Party and Lucky Coin. Yeah, I mean, if you do that, then all you need is an estate. Messenger, buy 2 Hunting Party, by estate. Well, we already burned our carriage, right? So we'd have to buy... We'd actually need 18 money. Or 20 money if we're also buying the estate. So I think we're short money. Yeah, we got 16. No, but don't you gotta buy another messenger, right? You gain 1 messenger. Oh, right. That gains messenger actually deletes 3 messengers. Oh, so that wins. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, that is a win. Okay. So we'll see if Searing Spear sees this or not. Yeah, I was thinking that a messenger only got 2 messengers out of the pile, but so yeah, it does seem that Aku should have taken a duchy or gardens there, but because if that were the case, then I think Aku would still be in a pretty strong position. Oh, okay. Hideout's the hideout, so presumably doesn't see it. Do I still think the extra silvers were due? Yes, I do. Yeah, I mean, I think that... Like, I feel like the silvers, it's like, if you have the extra silvers, you have the extra payload, like, you can just spend that extra money on more draw to kind of counteract the stop cards. So... And yeah, I mean, Aku's position would still... Like, Aku's player, too, and Aku, if he had bought Duchy or Gardens last turn, he would still be in a very strong position. Although he's going to end up being still in a pretty strong position because of Searing Spear not finding this win. Although, I don't know, maybe it's possible that there's still a win here. Probably not, but maybe. Oh, yeah, I guess, like, taking a Fool and getting some, like, really crazy boons might... Okay, yeah, taking silver definitely means you're not going for it. So, I don't know if he's just going to double here. Actually, maybe Searing Spear's position's actually kind of fine. Although, I don't know, you do have to worry about Aku getting to 24. Maybe that isn't even that hard. 6 silvers. I mean, Aku's got, like, 8 silvers in deck, right? So... Oh, we might actually see a Village Green getting discarded by Hunting Party, which would be pretty great. So, yeah, Aku's got 8 silvers, which is 12. And then, like, some number of messengers. And he's got the carriage that can be called on Falconer. So if he drew everything, then Doesn't Aku only have 7? Well, Searing Spear just has 6. Or no, has 7. Oh, maybe I did miscount. So that's 8. Oh, 7. Yeah, you're right. 7. But yeah, I don't know if Aku really has enough draw. That's the issue. It's the main issue. Okay, so hunting party now for sure. Get that juicy village green discard. Nah. Sad. Okay, actually calling carriage on the hunting party. I assume you play advisor now. Yep. Deny carriage, of course. Okay, advisor again. Deny advisor. Then you play the other advisor. Deny falconer. Then sure. And okay. All right, so Akko actually does draw everything. But this is 21. Yep, this wins, right? Yeah, because he's got 21 money just already. And then you can falconer twice. No, I'm counting 1 over. Because you got the carriage, right? The carriage is also money. So yeah, I'm counting 25 here. So Aku should have it. And yep. Yeah, he's 1 over, I think, Cave. Is Cave actually listening to me? He is not. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you just call carriage on. You can call carriage on Messenger or on Falconer. Doesn't really matter. Falconer Copper. That'd be some nice BM there. It's just All right, so yeah, Aku Chi wins 3.5 to 2.5. It's a nice match. Some pretty interesting boards. Yeah, so thanks to everyone for listening, and congratulations to Aku Chi for winning the second place bracket for Friendly Mix.